Hey y'all, it's the new year. That's wild. No fireworks video this time around because I spent New Year's Eve re-editing last week's video because after I edited it, I tried to change the sound on one clip. The entire file got corrupted, and so I had to re-edit it. So that's how my new year began. Fun thing though, I'm really close to the baseball stadium, so I can hear all of the fireworks. A great start to this, our year of Luigi. This last week has been kind of like that. I haven't been up to much immediate. I've been working on a lot of projects. And so I'm going to spend this week just sort of going over all of my projects because I don't think I've actually done that. First off, this. I make a video once a week. Wow. Unrelated to YouTube, slightly related to YouTube, I'm also a film major, and this last semester I made a short. It's a little comedy about trying very hard to steal a bike called Locked Up. It's on Vimeo under the same name that I am everywhere else, D-Boy Fajardo. Links are also in the Dooblydoo. There are also a couple of other smaller film projects from that class in there. One of my biggest triumphs this last year was launching a project that I've been wanting to do for 5 years. I launched and continue to manage a comic, Exquisite Corpses. I'm pretty sure I've explained this one on an earlier video, so I'll just give you the shorthand. Exquisite Corpses is a narrative comic where no two consecutive pages are written or drawn by the same person. You can find that one on Tumblr and Twitter at Exquisite Comic, and also links in the Dooblydoo. And if you want to be a part of it, I'm always looking for new artists, so just hit me up. Speaking of the Dooblydoo, this next thing is something that I launched quietly and then forgot to tell anyone about until last week on Twitter, which is part of what inspired me to do this video. In the Dooblydoo of each week's video since I got to college, I put a link to a video that I like and think should be shared. It's the spiritual successor to other, less subtle weekly things that I used to do, like Song of the Week, followed by Weekly Haiku. Not the best gimmick. I'm also not very good at, in time counting on my fingers. Super good. Yeah. Link to the playlist of all the Dooblydoo videos in, well, the Dooblydoo. My most recent project, though, is a podcast. It's called Pastry Pals, and it's a watch-through podcast of the Great British Baking Show with my friend Lucy. She knows things about the show and about baking. I know neither. You can catch that every week on iTunes. Just look up Pastry Pals or follow us on Twitter at Pastry Podcast. Also, links in the Dooblydoo. One last thing, I occasionally make video games and have a few short ones over on Scratch. That's scratch.mit.edu. My username is dboyfajardo. Again, links in the description. A lot of this has been tucked away in the Dooblydoo for a while now. I just now thought to actually, talk about it. In terms of what else I've been up to, I've been casually on the side writing an RPG that's pretty close to a first draft. I've also been writing short essays about stuff like Speed Racer and Kirby's Epic Yarn, and, I don't know, writing and drawing small things that I don't know if you guys are ever gonna see. Oh, also I'm going to New Zealand in less than 2 months. Bye!